Episode 113 of Teachers in Transition, the podcast and the YouTube channel. My name is Kitty Boitnott. I am the owner of Boitnott Coaching and the founder of Teachers in Transition. If you've listened to me in the past, you know that I alternate topics each week. One week I talk about stress management, and that's because I'm a certified stress management coach. And I also talk about career transition strategies because I am in my primary role in my work. I work with burnout teachers who are ready to transition from the classroom into some other career that they will enjoy more, that will perhaps be a little less stressful. And this week, the topic is career transition. And I'm going to be promoting something, so I hope you'll forgive me. I don't often do a lot of self-promotion, but this week is going to be an exception because next week I have coming up a series of 3 masterclasses coming up. Now, it's not really a series. You can sign up for one and get all of the information that you need, but I'm offering these master classes at on different days and at different times in order to accommodate as many people as possible. And so far, I have well over 250 people already signed up. But no worries, there's plenty of room for everybody if you're interested. Now, the topic for this particular masterclass is how to leapfrog from teacher to the career of your dreams. And the idea is that the information that I'm going to share with you in the masterclass will help you to create the mindset of and perhaps lay the foundation for a job search or a career change of your own if you're thinking that it's time to make a change. This year has been really hard on a lot of teachers in a lot of different ways. It's been stressful, it's been grueling, it's been in many ways, people have been asked to do things that are beyond the normal requirement of a teacher, and it isn't sustainable. Now, the good news is that it looks like we're going to be on track to get back into a more or less normal routine in the fall. In the meantime, however, a lot of teachers have felt like this was the year that just broke the straw that broke the camel's back. It was just the last straw. They're done. They're ready to leave. They don't even really care what they find next to do. They just need to find something that's different from what they've been doing. Some have already quit. Others would quit today if they knew that they could line up something quickly. And the problem is it's hard to line up anything quickly, especially in our current situation where the economy has been closed down more or less for the last year because of COVID. We're just now beginning to see the beginning of a resurgence of jobs being offered and positions being reopened that might have been closed because of the pandemic. I had 3 clients who got hired just recently, so that's a good sign that things are beginning to open up. And for those who have stuck with the process that I teach and don't give up, success is a given. It's just a matter of not giving up. And I won't kid you, job hunting is grueling. It can be soul crushing especially if you don't know what you're doing, because you may be doing something wrong that's turning potential hiring managers off and you don't even know what it is. There are so many rules, and many of them are unwritten rules. And if you don't learn what those rules are, it's like trying to play any game. If you don't know what the rules are, you cannot win. You can't be successful. So the masterclass is going to offer some real hard information about how you might leapfrog from being a teacher into a new career or job. Leapfrogging, though, everything's relative. The average job search I read just the other day, in good times, is around 9 weeks. So you can count on from start to finish at least 9 weeks. And then beyond that, depending on what you're looking for and whether or not you need to do some retraining or retooling to be fully prepared to take on new responsibilities, it might take longer than that. The program that I will be promoting at the end of the masterclass next week is a 4-month, 16-week program. Now, I tell my clients, you don't get kicked out, you don't lose your privileges. I'm still available to help them as they work their way through the process, because not everybody completes the work in 16 weeks. But the program was designed to help you understand how you can decide what it is that you want to do next in your career, and then how to use the mechanics of a successful job search, which include writing a relevant resume, not so much to the job you've had in the past, but to the job you want to be doing going into the future. It also includes how to write a compelling cover letter that will be read and not tossed in the trash with all the other crappy cover letters that don't do anything but regurgitate what's in the resume. It offers how to create a stellar LinkedIn profile so that it's recruiter friendly. I just got an email from a client last week who had completed her LinkedIn profile. She put it up live for everybody to see on a Friday, and by Monday she had been contacted by a company who was interested in hearing what she had to offer. So it works. Along with resumes, cover letters, LinkedIn, you need strong interview skills, and I can help with that if that's an area that you feel like you might need some help. And then there's networking, and there's rebranding. There's the need for you to create a research plan and a marketing plan for yourself. Lots of unknown parts of a job search that until and unless you get some help from somewhere, from someone who knows how to help you navigate this complicated process, you can fail and fall on your face and feel miserable about your efforts for a long time before you begin to figure out on your own what you're doing wrong. I urge my clients not to do the trial and error method because it's costly both in time and in money. So I'm inviting you to sign up. I'll include the link to the registration page. Once you get to that page, you choose the date and time that suits you best. And then I hope I'll see you on one of those 3 calls live. Now, the first one's going to be June 1st, and that one will be at noon Eastern time. That will be the first of the 3. The second presentation will be on Thursday, June 3rd at 8 p.m. Eastern, which makes it 5 p.m. Pacific. And then the third and final presentation will be Saturday, May 5th, yes, at 1 o'clock p.m. and Eastern. And the reason for the 3 times and dates is that I service people from all over the country in all different time zones. I'm trying to be available to help those who can't do a noon on Tuesday, aren't available at 8 on Thursday, but might be interested in a Saturday session, and vice versa. For people who are tied up on Saturday, maybe Thursday night's your best bet. So sign up for the date and time that suits you, and I hope I'll see you there. Now that's one promotion. This has been a busy week for things that are happening in my business. So I'd also like to share that this week, a book that I contributed a chapter to on leadership is coming out. I've been informed that it's already hit the Amazon bestsellers list, which presumably makes me a best-selling author, which I have never been before. The book is called One Habit of the World's Greatest Leaders: Life-Changing Habits to Unlock Your True Leadership Potential. Now, the reason I contributed to a book on leadership is that I was a local leader and state leader in my professional life before becoming a coach for teachers who want to leave the profession. I dedicated my entire adult life to helping teachers to advocate for themselves, for and for students, where our catchphrase at the Virginia Education Association was that the conditions that we offer our students are also the conditions we offer our teachers and vice versa. So it's important for us to be advocating for teachers as a professional group, but also for their students. And that's what I was passionate about for most of my adult life. I capped off that career as president of the Virginia Education Association from 2008 to 2012. And it was as the result of that job, frankly, that I was too burned out to want to go back to the classroom. And as I was trying to figure out what to do next in my life, I realized that I couldn't be the only teacher who felt exhausted by work, and that perhaps other people were out there who were going to need some help. And that's how this business got born. The other thing that has happened just in the recent couple of weeks that I don't think I've mentioned on this podcast or the YouTube channel is that I was also named one of the top 20 career coaches in Richmond, which is my hometown here in Virginia, which was pretty awesome. I didn't even know I was being considered to be on that list. And I got the email through LinkedIn a few weeks ago telling me that I was one of the top 20 career coaches in the Richmond metro area. And when I looked at the list, I saw names of two other coaches that I am well familiar with and know that they are awesome coaches. So I'm honored to be included in that group. That is the third award or recognition of that sort that I have received in the last 5 years. And each time I receive notification of one of those recognitions, it's validation for me that the work that I am doing is meaningful and is being recognized as important work and a service to the people that I interact with on a regular basis. And that includes you. If you're a first-time listener or a regular listener to this podcast, if you've stumbled across my YouTube channel, which is probably the only way you can stumble across my YouTube channel since I don't really promote that much, you are part of that audience. And if you happen to be a teacher who is struggling with whether or not you want to stay teaching for the next 5 years or 10 years or 15 years, then you might benefit from a chat with me. So I would invite you to set up a discovery session. I offer it as a complimentary service for people who want to just share their specific situation and determine if the service that I offer, which is my online program called Jumpstart Your Job Search 2.0, if that is going to be a good fit for you, if it's what you need, if it's what you want, and if the price point matches your budget. I do offer varying price points and a payment plan with each of the programs that I promote. So that's it for today. But basically, I'm inviting you to attend one of the masterclasses that I'm offering next week. If you're interested in the topic of leadership, I invite you to take a look at the One Habit book on leadership that I've contributed to. You can find the link to that on my Boitnott coaching Facebook page or my Teachers in Transition community page. Or you can email me. I'll send you a link so that you can purchase it online through Amazon or wherever you buy your books. And to know that I would love to chat with you if you think you're one of the many teachers out there who feel like this was the year that convinced you that it's time to make a change. Have a wonderful week. Please continue to stay safe. Enjoy your upcoming Memorial Day weekend. It's hard to believe that summer is almost here, and I will hope to see you next week. Bye-bye for now.